Hello and welcome to another episode of NBA 365. I'm your host, Jack Esco, and today on the show we're going to talk about the Paul George injury, the effect that had on Team USA, and the effect that's going to have on the Indiana Pacers. So let's get started. So I don't know if anybody knows this, but Paul George got injured in a team scrimmage a couple weeks ago. It was by far the worst injury I've ever seen in a sporting event, by far. On Facebook, I called it Sean Livingston 2.0. And if you don't know what the injury is, YouTube it. It was gruesome. The Paul George was like, that with HD. If you YouTube the Sean Livingston injury, it was like, his ankle goes around, but it was kind of like, pixelated, and it wasn't very, the quality wasn't great, so you didn't really, it wasn't really that gruesome because you didn't really see the really depth of it. But with the Paul George injury, you saw everything. You saw all the bones coming out, and that's what made it extremely bad. And you saw it, and it's just a freak accident. And I just feel so bad for Paul George. He was on the precipice of being elite, becoming a superstar. He was getting there. He was getting really close, and I think this year would have been really special for him. And I just feel so bad for him and the Pacers. The Pacers have worked so hard to climb up that mountain, starting rebuilding ever since the brawl, the malice at the palace, and they've worked so hard to get to where they are with drafting and free agency, and then to just lose it all with that freak accident. It's just a terrible, terrible way for the Pacers to go out. I just feel so bad for them and Larry Bird and all their coaches and players, and so it just yeah. So this had huge ramifications on the Team USA. Kevin Durant, I don't know if this had anything to do with Paul George's injury. A lot of people thinking it is. He never said it did, but I think it did. He withdrew from Team USA. I think it was a week ago, and he said, "I want to give time to relax and recuperate and give time to let my body heal for the next season." Well, I'm thinking about this. I'm going, well, you didn't play in the finals, so it's not like you just played or something. So I can, see if Kawhi Leonard or LeBron James aren't going, because they just played no more than a couple minutes ago. But for someone who didn't play in the finals and saying you got to recuperate your body, and you just played a scrimmage, less than a full scrimmage, I don't know if I can really believe you're going to recuperate your body. But people have different bodies. They all recuperate differently. And they right now, how I see the Team USA, it's Anthony Davis's team. There's no doubt about that. He right now is in Paul George's place, as this could really, really help him with his superstar status. Right now, he's a star. But how he performs in the Team USA World Cup will depend on his star level. I think he's going to have an absolutely amazing World Cup. Just in his last game he played against Brazil Saturday, he had 20 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 blocks against a pretty good Brazil team. He's going to have a great World Cup, and we're going to be talking to him about a superstar. And then, 5, 10, 15 years from now, we're going to say that World Cup really springboarded his superstar status and brought to where he is now. I think it's going to be huge for him. And that team will revolve around Anthony Davis. Now, will they beat Spain? That's a tough question. That's because losing Kevin Durant, you really lost a presence there who can shoot threes and just really drive the basketball. You really lost a good player like that, and that's why Anthony Davis, that's his team. He can post you up. He worked on his mid-range game. He can shoot a little. He can shoot an international three. International three. He can he can block your shot. He's a great rebounder, and yeah, he's the full package. So yeah, like I had said, this is his team, and so and for the Pacers, I think this immediately takes him out of title contention, and man, just so bad, too bad for them, and just feel just feel terrible for them, and probably they won't make the playoffs, and they'll probably be looking in the lottery this year, probably being right with the Lakers. So just a very sad scene for both Team USA losing a great player like that, and for the Pacers too. They'll be losing a franchise player for all of next year. So that was NBA 365. I should have a couple more videos before the season starts, so look out for those videos. This is Jack, and it's been good.